Before we get into this week's episode of CNT, I want to give a quick thank you to our sponsors. The Everett Aquasats have been sponsoring me for all of 2020, and I just want to thank them for that. They have been with me through the thick and the thin, and they have been very kind to me. They are the single A affiliation of the Seattle Mariners and are doing a lot to help the community. And I highly recommend supporting them and giving them a follow on Instagram at Everett Aquasats. Also, check them out at Funko Field. Maybe go to a game or two. Hi, I'm Justin Yomort, and this is the Cards and Talk podcast. This week, I have a guest on.
My name is Elijah Webster, but my Instagram is at Webby Cards.
So today we're gonna talk about some of Webley's cards he has, like some cards he has. He has a few set out that he wants to show us today, and then we're getting on to how MLB is coming back at the end of July. So do you want to show them the cards?
Yeah, sure. This is a recent pickup I got. It's a Juan Soto. It's like a Topps magazine. It's like a out of 150. I think the concept of this is really cool. I like how it's on card. And Juan Soto is like also a great player, and I expect big things from him. Another one is one of my favorite PC cards. I PC the Dodgers. It's a Walker Buehler like button from Immaculate. It's out of 10. I got this in a trade a while ago, and I really like this card. And this is another PC card I have. It's Peter Alonso archival autographs, rookie auto out of 299. I got this in a trade a while ago, and this is one of my favorite cards because I do PC Pete Alonso, but his stuff is kind of expensive. So I was very, very excited to get this.
Yeah, those are all very cool cards. I think my favorite out of those is probably the Pete Alonso auto. I've been wanting to get one of him for a while, but just haven't been able to.
Yeah, he's an absolute stud. Yeah, he's gonna kill it for sure.
Yeah, he is. He's a great player, and I'm excited to see what he has to offer.
Yeah, he plays with a lot of energy, and you can tell he's really passionate about the game, and he's very he cares about the game. He's very passionate, and he really loves it, and he brings a lot of energy to the game. So that's a big reason I like him.
He's definitely going to be one of the top first basemen in the league in coming years, and one of the better home run hitters.
How many home runs did he hit this year? 53?
I think it was 54.
Yeah, he broke
something around that.
Judge's record. I know that.
Yeah.
And that was pretty cool. I got to see him play. I went to New York last year, and I ended up getting to see him play. And he ended up hitting a home run, which is pretty cool.
That's awesome.
He's one of my favorite players, so that was a very cool experience.
He's fun to watch. However, he always does good against my club, so it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
But when he's not playing them, he's really fun to watch.
I'm a Dodger fan. When the Mets came to LA, I think he hit like 2 home runs that series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's rotate into the MLB coming back. So what was your initial thought about them coming back?
I was pretty excited. Of course, as a baseball fan, I kind of wanted more than 60 games, but we gotta work with our options, and it was kind of annoying how the Players Association and the MLB couldn't come up with a deal, and they took so long. But I'm really excited they finally came to a conclusion. I'm pretty excited.
My initial thought was, this is awesome. Yeah, I thought the games was a little short, and I was really excited that they finally got something done. But another initial thought I had was that Rob Manfred was not doing good again. Like, he could have implemented a season a month ago to have more games, but chose not to. Which, this whole thing has only made me not like Rob Manfred even more. As I've stated in previous episodes of CNT, I think he is not a good commissioner, and I am all for him stepping down or just getting him out of that spot position.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like Rob Manfred either. I think, being a Dodgers fan, what he did with the Astros, I think that was pretty weak. They
Mm-hmm.
deserve bigger punishments, and it proves that he really isn't a good commissioner, because the ML or the NBA and the NFL all had seasons, and they came to conclusions a while before the MLB did. So Rob Manfred didn't really do his job that well.
Yeah, I agree with that fully. Another
Yeah.
thing, is about the new season is, do you think that this year's title is going to be, tarnished? What do you think is going to happen with that? It's a shortened season. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that the other day. And obviously if a team wins the World Series, it for sure isn't going to be the same, only with the 60 games, It's for sure going to be a lot different. Like, I was thinking maybe they would have, if a team were to win the World Series, it may not have that much of an effect. It probably, won't be that big of a deal. But if the team that wins the World Series this year, if they could come back next year and win it, that'd be pretty impressive, because it shows
Yeah.
that they're actually a good team.
Yeah,
But
so I definitely think that this year's title will have an asterisk beside it, like the Astros
yeah,
will. But I feel like still this year's title and champion will be more eligible than the Astros one, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Because the Astros, they cheated. That you don't really do that in baseball, you
No.
know. And
Yeah.
it sucks with Correa. When they interviewed him about it, he seemed to, not really care about it,
Hmm.
saying that I hate Correa, man. Trying to
Yeah.
make all those excuses and stuff. It brings a bad name to baseball,
Yeah. I used
with
to
that
really
whole
like him
scandal.
too.
Yeah.
Before the whole thing came out in 2017 or 2018, he signed my ball and gave me his own pen, which was something I thought
Oh,
was really cool and something
yeah.
unique for my collection. But now just I still keep it because I still think it's pretty unique and cool, but it's from a Cheeto, so I'm not a
Yeah.
huge fan of it anymore.
Yeah. I lost a lot of respect for that team, you
Hmm.
know. And it's they did have a good point, how or Cody Bellinger's point, how does Jose Altuve, just hit a walk-off home run off of Aroldis Chapman like that? It was
Yeah.
and then they're saying that, he's saying not to rip his jersey off and stuff. There's a lot of evidence that they were cheating, and
Yeah.
I think their punishments were pretty weak. So,
Hmm.
but
I
it is
fully
what it
agree.
is.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is what it is. So who do you think's gonna be the MVP in each league and stuff? With the shortened season, do you think
MVP.
anything will change?
Um, I I think that honestly, I think that a lot of other smaller teams are gonna have a shot this year with the shortened season. It's there can be a lot of underdog teams, especially with only 60 games and not 162. So I think that, like, there's a lot of more room for the smaller teams, like the
Mm-hmm.
teams that just missed a wild card and stuff like last year. But
Yeah.
on it for my NL MVP, I don't know if I'm gonna regret this or not, but I'm gonna go with Acuna. I think Acuna is crazy. With the shortened season and all, I still think he's gonna win. He has tremendous power. He's a good contact hitter. He has a great arm and center with the Braves. And the Braves have a pretty good team this year. They have a lot of young talent. Drew Waters, Austin Riley. Um, they have a few pitchers too. I think the Braves are going to be a good team this year.
Yeah, I
I'm
fully
sure that.
agree. I actually agree. I have Acuna as my NL MVP as well.
Yeah.
So, AL, I personally think Trout will win the AL MVP. Who do you think for AL?
Honestly, I'm gonna agree with Trout too. Because if Trout is doing what he does with like what 162 game, like with the 162 game season, and what he's doing is already like really impressive and really like like otherworldly. Like imagine what he can do in only 60 games. Like
Yeah.
we can for sure see his talent and like the short run and stuff.
You heard it here
So
first, but I believe that Trout will hit over 400 with the shortened season.
you heard it. Well, I was about to say Trout may hit 40 home runs with the shortened season, but that I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah.
I think he'll hit over 30 though, for sure. I think he'll hit over 30.
Yeah, but I definitely feel like he's gonna bat over 400 this season.
Yeah,
It's kind of my
especially.
hard take for the season is Trout will hit over 400.
Hmm.
And I believe that he can and he fully will. I even in 162 games, I definitely feel like Trout is probably the player who would be able to do that in a regular season. You take away 102 games, I feel like it's a lot for him.
Yeah, because Trout is very consistent. He doesn't really have like cold streaks. He's crazy.
He is
He's a very
very
good
good.
player.
Who do you think are going to be the Cy Youngs for this year?
Cy Young for the NL. I think I'm gonna say Walker Bueller for the Dodgers because he's crazy. He's always good in big name and not big name, but like big game, big situations. He's always there. He had a pretty good year, and him Kershaw in the rotation like that is it's pretty dirty. He has
Yeah,
good stuff. He can top 100. He's crazy,
he is very good.
especially with
Yes.
yeah, especially with his what is it like his third year now? That's gonna be nice seeing like
Mm-hmm.
how much he's learned and how much he can grow. So I'm really
Yeah.
looking forward to him. I think he'll win the NL Cy Young.
Yeah. I personally think I have to go with who I think is the best pitcher in baseball, and Jacob DeGrom. Like he's just been lights out. He's been amazing.
Yeah.
However, if I had to pick a dark horse, it would be Walter Buehler. I feel like if it's not gonna be DeGrom, I feel like it would be Walter. I feel like he's about to take a big step up and take his game to the next level
Yeah.
and start being in contention for it. But I feel like
Hmm.
DeGrom has one, two, maybe even three more in him left before Bueller takes it over. So I have to
Yeah.
go with DeGrom on that.
Yeah, DeGrom is the most dominant right-hander and probably like the MLB, he's crazy. He has very
Yeah,
nice stuff, that slider. He's awesome, you
he
know.
is very good, yeah. I love watching him
Too bad
play
he-
too.
yeah. Too bad he just plays on that Mets team, all those little 1-0 like wins and stuff
Yeah.
against him. Yeah. Like when he won the Cy Young, wasn't he 8-8? Like
Yeah. So if I saw a stat from like a while back, like 2 years ago, where um if the Mets had just scored 4 runs in all of his starts, he would be like 30-0
yeah.
or something. But
Like
like they didn't score the runs. Like even if they had just scored 1 or 2 runs, he would be like
hmm
20-0. Like and
yeah,
like
it's
his hitters
crazy.
really messed with his record, which is
Hmm.
also a reason why
And
I don't love to consider pitchers' records. And when I'm comparing them, is like someone like Walter Buehler, his hitters are going to be doing a lot. Jacob DeGrom's aren't like.
yeah.
I don't really think you can really look at records for pitchers and take that into perspective unless it's a reliever. Then maybe.
Yeah, I agree with that because it's not always going to be the pitcher's fault. He could pitch like, a whole game and give up one home run and then get the loss. And he could be like, it could be a one hitter. But if he gives up that home run, it's like, and the offense has no run support, and it really isn't his fault, because
Yeah,
he's out here doing his best, but the offense can't back him up,
that
which sucks because a lot of pitchers, they're in situations like that.
I 100% agree with that. For my AL
Yeah.
prediction, I'm gonna go with Garrett Cole. With the new scenery with the Yankees, I just feel like he's gonna be lights out, and I definitely think he'll make a run up for Jacob DeGrom for the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah. For my AL, I think I know I said I hate the Astros, but I think I'm gonna go with Verlander
Yeah,
because Verlander, he's crazy. You know, he threw that no hitter last year, so he's
he's
got
very
nice
good.
stuff. And even though he does play for the Astros, you know, he's still crazy
Yeah,
and he's very, very good, very talented. And I think he's got one more in him. And if he wins it this year, he's done. So I think he
yeah.
has like one more in him. He's
I
kind of
definitely
getting
do
old.
think he could easily win it, and I think, yeah, for sure he might have one, maybe even two Cy Youngs left in him, and he totally could win it. I just feel
Hmm.
like Garrett Cole is gonna have a crazy year. So
Yeah,
another
I
thing is,
agree with
how do you feel
that.
that like let's say the Cubs are in the NL Central, they're only gonna play people in the NL Central and the AL Central. Like, how do you feel about that?
Oh, really? I didn't actually
Yeah.
know that.
So like
Oh,
the AL and NL Central, AL and NL West and East, like the only East will only go against East, Central against Central, and West
okay, I
against
see.
West. So then they're not traveling as much, and they're trying to limit the spread of the coronavirus because of this way. What are your thoughts on
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I think that's pretty cool. You know, it's always cool seeing like interleague play and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be cool, and it doesn't really matter because you know there's the DH and the NL, so I think that would be cool. You know, getting to see like teams that you don't usually see your favorite team play against. You know, getting to
Mm-hmm.
see players that you usually don't get to see. So I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I also like.
I'm
I
looking
think
forward to
from a watching and fan
that.
perspective, it's really cool. But for like a playing, like it could give an easy ride for some teams to the playoffs. So I'm 50-50 on it personally. But another thing I want to get your take is on what do you think about the
Yeah.
universal DH?
Oh, I love that. I think that's really cool. You know, because like I get it, because it's cool, you know, but like you know, some pitchers just kind of stand up there and just it's like a guaranteed out, and it's kind of sucks seeing just a pitcher stand up there and like take three strikes like that. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely looking forward to that. You know, it'll give a lot of like other players, you know, like play and stuff, you know, like bench
Mm-hmm.
players and like, you know,
Yeah.
players, they don't have to play like their designated position. They can DH and just hit. So I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to that. I think that's going to be really cool.
My opinions on the Universal DH is I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I also feel like if you're gonna have it, you should have it yes in both leagues or no in both leagues. Like it shouldn't be split. So I'm excited to see how it
Yeah.
turns out, but I might not be a fan of it
Hmm.
staying, but I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah. Because I know that they were considering making it like a rule even before, you know, coronavirus.
Yeah.
So they got to like, I feel like it's just a test, you know, with the whole 60 game season. So they're
Mhm.
just going to test it out. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, that's my like take on it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good take. Thank you all for
Yeah.
watching this week's episode of CNT. Also, I just posted my stickers for CNT are now live, so they're $3 a piece. So make sure to check that post out. I'm hoping to take those profits to make CNT shorts, so please check them out. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Big thanks to our guests for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
All right.
Bye.